Good evening, lovely peoples. We are still here on Dragon Slayer Gaiden, Nemuri no Okang, Dragon Slayer Gaiden, the Sleeping Crown. And I don't know why. But here we are. I have spent some time learning the route for the Wizard class, so I figure I will go ahead and get that run recorded. I am not too concerned about time here, because there is no other run for this category as far as I can tell. I guess we just start. Should have window focus. Yes, I do. So, let us begin. Obviously, with the Wizard, you buy most of your important stuff from the magic shop, not the weapon shop. As with all the classes, the Wizard has unique overworld music. So the Wizard's initial spells are wind spells, which means they have a rather strange arc of attack that you have to deal with. That will not be the case for too terribly long, but it is something we have to deal with for the first couple of fights. And the Wizard has limited MP, so you have to be a little bit careful with that. Especially in this first fight against Poison Lizard, where you have barely enough MP to actually defeat it. So we are going to be pretty careful not to miss here if possible. Already a few more misses than I'd like. With this second tier spell from the first town, Starima, they kind of shoot off at an angle in a random direction relative to where you're facing and then kind of wiggle forward. It's mildly interesting that I moved a step there while the explosion was happening. Wonder if there is any goofy stuff you can do by doing that at the right time. I neglected to split. No, not that. It is actually quite important that I hold on to my healing waters as the wizard, as they do restore MP for me. Against Hidaka, you don't have too much of an MP limitation, so... Go that way. Going to get a slightly better wind spell there. Deadstream, I think. I'm not going to be using it, though. It is some amount more powerful, but it also has a weird attack arc where the tornado kind of moves out in a spiral from your body. And it is rather difficult, at least for me, to hit the green dragon with it, so I am not going to be doing that. I think there's a pattern where you walk back and forth underneath it and you can probably hit it that way, which might be a little bit faster, but for the time being I'm not going to attempt it. believe it is fast and consistent enough, I think, to hit it with the Streama spell I've been using from in front of it the way you normally do. Yeah, that is fine. Not going to be buying anything else in the town there, so just leave immediately. This chest is actually an upgrade to the Snowflake spell for me, which I do want to use here. Using that, it does not take too long to get past the ogre fight. You mind? Here we're going to sell a bunch of stuff, including the Snowflake spell we just got. And our other attack magic and our old armor. We are now going to buy the Frem spell. It's a fire spell. Note that I am not going to be buying the healing spell. The wizard does not really seem to need it, so I'm not bothering. But that Frem spell, all it does is drop little fires in your path and damages monsters that walk over them, and because Ogre just comes straight towards you, it is perfect for hitting him, and does plenty of damage to him, so... Oops. Oh well. We immediately get the Flame Banner spell. Something like that. Which is better anyway. Basically, it's the same thing as the Knight's Levitating Sword. Picks a more or less random enemy on the screen and hits it with fire. We'll be coming down to this side and grabbing the armor upgrades in here. This is the Demon Armor and Demon Bracelet. To give you a bit more defense. I'm not totally sure it's necessary, but I will be getting it if for no other reason than that I think I need to sell them later. As always, we pick up Manny's treasure there. As always, the code is right, left, right. And against Taros, we just mash and win. Also help if I remember to split on these things. Give Manny's treasure back to him and we get the Permafrost spell, which we will indeed be using for quite some time. And we use the Bell of Gathering Clouds as always and go into the Fire Dungeon. For which we will use a red palette. One day I will remember the most efficient path through that area. The treasure chests in this area have the Hellfire robe and bracelet, which are better than the demon ones, but there are longer walks, so I'm not going to bother getting them. mashed a little bit there in hopes that there's some way of skipping this cutscene, but I don't think there is. There it is. Then we go get our chicken wing. The weapon shop here on the giant island, being a weapon shop, doesn't have anything that the wizard cares about. I don't really want to mash as fast as possible against bosses like this, because if I mash too fast, then the projectiles go straight through them during their iframes. Then they just bounce around and reduce the amount that I can have on screen. It would help if I actually go get the sail. Remember this area for later, viewers. Believe it or not, we will be seeing that again in this run. So I am going to be using this inn for save warping, which I haven't done in my previous runs, but I think it's slightly better. I haven't actually timed it out yet, but just going by feel. So that means we walk over here to reverse Florida, trigger the quest flag. Then we warp straight out, walk from here up to the big temple. Perfect. Temple questions are exactly as they always are. Permafrost is a little bit underpowered against Guardian, but the spell upgrade, which we could get in the port town there, is pretty expensive. I don't think there is a great way to include buying that in the route. I do not save warp out of here. Second. First. First. Hello, Megami and Finny. Welcome. Then it's a relatively short walk from there back to Reverse Florida again. No, equip first. The ultimate spell is Gigavolt. Also get the Halo robe and bracelet. And then we proceed. So the Gigavolt spell is basically the same thing as the Knight's Clausolus sword. It damages everything on the screen. And that means that, having missed my Sphinx split, we will just be spamming that against Dark Sword. Just as the Knight does, and get through here with absolutely no issues. So when you light the torch here, the wizard actually gets a different item here, the demon head. Which we will be putting to use now. Let's see. How many things can I sell? I need what, 2,200 I think? Sell an extra thing just in case. One of the spells they sell here is the fly spell. So we will be buying that in addition to our gunpowder thing. Guess I could save warp back to the end from here if I really wanted to, but with that fly spell and with the demon head we just got, do you use it? There we go. The wizard can actually fly and can access a secret optional boss down here. Yep, that is where we're going. I say optional, but as far as I can tell, it is almost impossible to do damage to the white dragon without this being completed, so we are going to be doing it. Precisely. So this statue up here is missing a head. We give it the demon head we just got. It opens up, and we get to fight the death machine, against which we just spam Gigavolt and it can't do much of anything. Yeah, it's definitely possible, I'm sure. It just takes a lot of MP recovery. If you'd come over here, there would have been water blocking your way, but now you can get to this chest and get an even better spell. Moonlight Ring, I think. And now we can proceed to the White Dragon Temple. That's basically a monster-seeking boomerang thing. Even with this, it's pretty challenging to actually hit the White Dragon. I think I have enough mana refill to deal with it at this point, but... Did forget, however, we still want to be using Gigavolt against the Misthound boss here. I didn't split onto the death machine either. Help if I trigger the boss before I start spamming. But if you try to use Gekkorin against the thing here, it'll just target the fly-in dragon head thing there and won't actually do anything. It will never actually target the king. now I want to change back to it for the white dragon fight here. So here, if I do that, I can save quite a bit of my MP. Not as much as I would like, but... Okay, now I have to pay attention to the pattern here. It's going to go around once. It's going to come down over here. Then up. And I'm out of MP, so I'm pointlessly mashing. Go down. Up once more. Then it goes outside. And it's going to come up there. I don't know, I still can't keep track of this thing's patterns, so I'm just gonna mash wildly. That is why I keep 2 of my healing waters here. Okay, we got it. But to do that fight properly, you pretty much have to, anticipate which way it's coming from so that your boomerangs will come up and meet it when it's on the way onto the screen. But I do not have that pattern memorized well at all. Okay, I will check on that. We use the shoes immediately. There we go. Didn't think there was any authentication I hadn't enabled, but I'll check on it. I do not always pay attention to such things. Appreciated, by the way. Speaking of modding, by the way, you're a mod on the Dragon Slayer series, correct? I have been meaning to poke someone for a while about getting Legacy of the Wizard, which is Dragon Slayer 4, added to that series page. Seems like a rather unfortunate omission because Dragon Slayer 4 is now one of like 3 Dragon Slayer games that actually have times on speedrun.com now. Okay. Let's see if I can remember the route. Would that be something the moderators of the game would have to request, or...? Yeah, I know there is a form for it somewhere on the site, but I think you have to be a moderator in some capacity to actually submit that request. But with the white dragon out of the way, the rest of the run is pretty trivial. Assuming the chicken stays out of my way. I have not been hitting any of my splits today. But here, pretty much, we just tank the damage and mash. I usually take that much damage. I think the head might have hit me. Whatever, we made it. Dark Dragon, as always, I'm going to start out by waiting for the head to come out. And start mashing. The boomerangs will kind of hover in the right area for a little while when the head's retracted, so I don't have to worry too much about it. So, while I mash, I'm going to focus on dodging the fireballs, because I think I can potentially run out of health, but I also don't have quite enough MP to mash it dead, so I do want to use that magic pot I've been carrying the whole game. And that is the wizard run. Very happy I managed to do that on the first try without borking the white dragon fight. I'm not sure if I feel like doing another run of that or not. Definitely borked the splits pretty badly, made a few small mistakes. Thank you for the emote that I can't make out from here. I assume that's a GG or something. Thank you very much. Yep, good night to you. I'll probably submit either this run or another one pretty soon. I like how they were so limited on space that they have to give the developers only one name there. I'd probably have better luck guessing if those runes under the crystals mean anything if I actually reliably remembered the names of all the jewels. There's a Flare Stone, Evil Stone, I think. A Hailstone, I think, is the one you get from the White Dragon. And I cannot remember the one mentioned in passing that you get from the Dark Dragon. Might just be Darkstone for all I know. Anyway, I'm going to do another run, I think. If for no other reason than to fill in those missing splits.